What's going on, everybody? Chaseontwowheels here, and welcome to this freaking garage. As a lot of you guys know, me and my wife just moved homes, and the house moving process wasn't too bad. The garage moving process, on the other hand, was freaking terrible. So, the garage has gotten everything moved out. We've organized it all, but I don't want you guys to think this garage is final. The old garage, I called it my ultimate motorcycle garage, and it probably was that. I had different requirements back then. It's been 2 years. I've done 2 seasons of Wreck Bike Rebuild, and I've started to realize what I actually do most of the time while I'm in the garage, which is film the Wreck Bike Rebuild series. If you don't know what that series is, how freaking dare you? Link down below. But that's what I do most of the time in the garage, so it doesn't make sense to have a garage based on hanging out when most of the time I'm filming. So, this garage has been laid out and organized to make it absolute best for the Wreck Bike Rebuild series. So I wanted to make a video showing you guys what the garage is right now. I've got a couple videos I plan to do in the future for very needed updates that this garage definitely needs. Hopefully we can get those done before season 3 starts of Wreck Bike Rebuild. Okay, so main thing with this garage, right? I've got it split into 2 things. This half, all this is Wreck Bike Rebuild space. We got the lift kind of centered in this area. We've got the workbench, we've got the tools underneath, this giant rack over here. And then on the other side over here is my personal, I'd look at it as my personal space. Got my bikes, got my stuff, all my gear, my helmets and stuff like that. So let's look at everything individually. We'll start over here. Right now, I got all the helmets over here. I hadn't figured out what I'm gonna do with the helmets in the garage yet. I know the last one I had some of the helmets up on the wall. Trying to figure out what to do with the helmets in this garage. So if you guys got any cool ideas, drop them in the comments. I would love ideas on that. But ideally, once season 3 gets started, this whole rack will be totally clear, and that'll be full of parts for the season 3 bike of Wreck Bike Rebuild and stuff like that. I'm trying to stay much more organized this time. I've also shoved the rug underneath this rack. Moving over here, you guys can tell this is all different. We have the workbench, as we use a ton in season 2 of Wreck Bike Rebuild. We now have much better proximity to the bike, so we can do stuff quickly. I also realized in season 2 of Wreck Bike Rebuild that my tools were kind of sporadic. I had some over the workbench, some were on the side, so now we've condensed all of that into this area, so all the tools that we're gonna need to grab a lot are right here. Also, if you guys watched season 2 of Wreck Bike Rebuild, we had parts all over the place and it wasn't very organized, so I grabbed this husky little shelving area thing so we can put nuts, bolts, screws, washers, whatever we want in here. With all this organization, we have also organized the tool cabinet because, like I said, we've had 2 years of Wreck Bike Rebuild now, so we know what we grab, what we don't grab. This tool cabinet has gone through a massive overhaul as far as where the tools are and all that kind of stuff. Towards the end of the workbench, we have the floating monitor like we did last time, but you guys are gonna notice there's no computer down here and there's thunder going on. We might all get electrocuted. Anyway, also, this is how I get all my views. If you guys make YouTube videos, here's the secret. You get one monitor, then you get a TV, and you play all your videos on repeat on both screens. That's how I've built my channel. You know, that's how I did. Anyway, so you guys see that there's no big white gaming PC. It made no sense to have a giant white gaming PC in a garage. So I've subbed out the gaming PC for like a super cheap Mac Mini. So now everything is self-contained up here. Don't have to worry about, I was always worried that I was gonna drop oil or chemicals or something or just kick that computer. This is all it is. So it's super clean, it's gonna make a lot of sense, and that Mac Mini is cheap as hell, so I didn't have to worry about it being expensive. Over here we have the fridge, absolutely necessary because thirsty. The electric skateboard that I will eventually make a video on at some point in time. These double doors are an AC unit and this much storage, there's not a lot. Over here we do have a TV now. So the TV I had in my last garage was in the corner and we never used it, but there was a lot of times it would have been helpful if we had a bigger screen, because we used that to like put up diagrams of the bike when we're working on it and stuff like that. So now the Apple Mac Mini is connected to this TV, so we'll be able to get a diagram, put it up on this TV while we're working on the bike. It should make it a lot better moving forward with Wreck Bike Rebuild. This is just a tiny cabinet for, not a cabinet, but a shelving unit for just small storage that we might need. Okay, so this is the forbidden alcove. Not gonna be here a lot, and a lot of you guys asked in the previous videos about what this door goes to. We don't talk about that door, and we have the old motorcycle frame that will eventually be a chair one day blocking the door. Nobody talk about this door. Moving along, we have from that bike stands, because we do shit with bikes, they have to be on stands. Nothing's really different over here. This is the gear rack that I made in the last last garage. Ideally, I got my variants up here because it looks better, but in my head, I want my 3 most used helmets, because in my head, Wreck Bike Rebuild's over here, working over here. Here, I can grab my helmet, get on my bike, and then I can head out. We do have extra storage over here. Don't really know what I'm gonna do with that quite yet. 2017 Daytona 675R on an ABBA stand. Got my 2008 WR 250 on a little stand and my little electric Saunders bike. So this is all like my personal rides. Another cool thing, excited to show you guys. So this is the chemical closet. Smells terrible, but this time it's close to the garage door. Why I didn't do that the first time, I have no clue, but we're getting better with time. This is actually a freaking dry erase board paint. So again, you guys that watch Wreck Bike Rebuild know that like every time we'd be in an episode, and Brian would always tell me I need something. So I'd run over to the board and I would write down what I needed, but I only had this tiny little dry erase board. So now I've just painted an entire door of the chemical closet, so we can just write all over this, and this gives us plenty of room and we don't have to worry about a whiteboard. There's literally nothing fancy in here at all. Nothing fancy in here. So, final 2 things to talk about in this garage is the lighting and the floor. So, been getting a ton of questions about, Chase, why didn't you bring over the tile from your old garage? I've been getting so many comments about that, and I have a lot to talk about with the floor, so I think I'm gonna make the floor a separate video, but the floor is a Rust-Oleum product. It's called Rock Solid, and I wanted a darker floor and a brighter wall. So long story short, that's what that is for. I'll make an entirely separate floor video talking about that. But if we look up, you guys will notice there's no more octopus in the garage. I'll show you guys a clip of what the old garage lighting looked like. I built that garage to be able to move and take everything out. So I didn't want it to really be permanent, but here I do want it to be permanent. So I've painted the garage like light hooks, and now the hooks are holding the lights in like these little 2-3 arrays on the side. It gives us a super clean ceiling, and these are like really cheap LED shop lights, but they work pretty well. The only problem is the light now bounces off the ceiling and comes down, which if you guys can see me, like I have, like the lighting on me should be really smooth. Shouldn't be any harsh shadows like we got in the last garage, but because of that, I need a little more light than the 6 lights here. So these lights are pretty cheap at home improvement stores, like 50 bucks. So we went to Home Depot to get one more because we were gonna put one in the corner just to shine a little more light on the Wreck Bike Rebuild bike. We got one, brought it back, and it didn't work. Just fine, somebody must have kicked it around. So we went back and we checked another one, and it didn't work either. So the one you see here is actually a Bluetooth model that has Bluetooth speakers in them. The quality is entirely subpar, but it's another light, and that gives us enough light in here to function and film. As far as everything goes, I think that hits everything. That's everything here in the garage. Again, we have plans to, I know at least 3 episodes of garage updates that I'm gonna be doing to this garage. If you can tell, I have a mic on. The sound reverberation's a little rough. We got a long way to go with that, and we got a couple cool projects that we're gonna put on the wall. So if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button. If you guys wanna see more garage videos, make sure to subscribe to the channel and make tons of motorcycle content here on the Chase on Two Wheels channel. I appreciate you guys watching, and I'm gonna get back to doing more stuff in the garage because it still has a long way to go and we still need to finish season 2 of Wrecked Bike Rebuild. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Outro crew, come here, outro crew. Dude, what if I could vlog like this? Hold on. So, what's going on, outro crew? You know, we're just chilling. Oh my Christ. How efficient you think this is, Luke?
Subpar.
Okay, quality-wise, what about this? What do you guys think about the quality of this new vlogging rig? All right, see you in the comments.